Hey guys, Sam here, and welcome to Season 2 of the Arsenal Career Mode series, our 5th season as manager. Looking at the team, it looks really solid, but a few players are getting on in the ages, getting on in the years, and it's time to maybe find some replacements, some younger blood who are hungry and ready to defend our Premier League title and fight in the Champions League for that trophy. We're going for everything this season. Not expecting to win everything, but we'll definitely be trying, and we have a lot of good players in this squad. Some of them, however, just aren't good enough, and I'm not going to be going on overall. I'm just going to be going on how the team performed last season, who I felt was our best players, and who I felt just weren't up to it, just weren't up to their overall, just weren't playing good enough, and players that we don't need anymore. So we have a few players on the short list that I'm going to be going for, and we have one main man. There's one man that I have to bring in because I think he could change this team entirely. And I will cut a deal with you guys. If you hit 200 likes on today's episode, then you will get the second episode tomorrow. That's right, you get the next episode tomorrow if you guys can hit 200 likes. It's a lot of likes, but I know you guys can do it, especially if you're keen to see the next episode, which I hope you guys are keen to see. So let's cut a bit of a deal here. I'll help you guys out. We'll have back-to-back uploads today and tomorrow if you guys can hit 200 likes on today's video. And the man that tops the list of priorities is none other than James Rodriguez, one of the highest potentials in the entire game. Still 27 years of age at 91 rating. He's ended up at PSG, and I said last season that I didn't want to sign more PSG players, but this is a player that never really played under us, so I do want to bring in James Rodriguez because he's an absolute beast. However, this means Mesut Ozil will have to leave the club, and we're going to be trading him away at 30 years of age, 89 rating. He was pretty decent last season, but he didn't really set the world on fire. He wasn't the attacking mid that I really wanted. He scored a few goals, he assisted a few goals, but unfortunately, I just don't think he's good enough for this season. And at 30 years of age, I think his time to go is now, and I think I could see him at PSG one day. I think that would suit him a lot, actually. And James Rodriguez, the way I see it, is just a younger version of Mesut Ozil. So we're going to go ahead and offer them Ozil, who's got a base value of 56 million, and we'll add 14 million onto that, making that 70 million all up, and we'll see what PSG say to that. I'm assuming we're going to be using a lot of our money on James Rodriguez, so it'll be interesting how much he costs, because as you can see, he's in between 106 and 120 million euro. My goodness, James. Another position I think needs strengthening is the striker position. Now, we had three really good strikers, Benzema, Welbeck, and Fekir, who all played really well last season, especially Welbeck and especially Fekir. In the second half of the season, especially for Fekir, he was an absolute beast. But our starting striker, our main striker, Benzema, for me, and I feel like a lot of people agree, just didn't really step up. And I don't necessarily want to get rid of Benzema, but I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to trade him away for Alexandre Lacazette. He's 31 years of age. He's 90 rated, so he's still really good. He's still one of the best strikers in the world. But as you can see, Lacazette is 28 years of age, 88 rated, so he's not far off Benzema, and he could come in and be our main striker straight from the beginning. I think his stats are better suited to the Premier League compared to Benzema. With his pace, I think he's a lot more lethal, and Lacazette is just, he's French as well, so he fits the Arsenal bill, he fits the standard, and I think that he would be a really good striker for Arsenal, especially this late on, where we want a striker with experience. Lacazette has that, but he's never really played for a big club, so it is a bit of a gamble, but Benzema, as you can see, is worth 59.5 million, let's say 60 million, and Lacazette's base value is less than that, so we're going to go for a straight swap. If I could get that, that would be incredible. A position that a few of you guys told me last season should be replaced is the left mid position. We brought in Konoplyanka from Sevilla, and although he grew in overall, really didn't do much last season. Do you guys remember anything that Konoplyanka did last season? Because I certainly don't. And I think it's his time to go now. I think he had a season with us and he was decent. And look, I'm not knocking Konoplyanka. I think he was a very good player. But as you can see, 29 years of age, probably going to start decreasing in his physical stats, which is most important for a winger. I feel like his time is up. And we're going to bring in Raheem Sterling from Manchester City. Really a move that I don't know if Raheem Sterling would actually take, but we did just win the Premier League, and we know Sterling loves to move to clubs that have a chance to win trophies, so I could definitely see him moving to Arsenal if City crumbled in the next few seasons, which in real life, I don't think they will, but in this situation where Arsenal has dominated the domestic leagues, I think he could move The only downside I see is the fact that Konoplyanka is going to be going to Manchester City, but at the same time, I don't feel like that's too big of a deal because I think Raheem Sterling is pretty good. Despite being 84 rating, I'm not looking at ratings. For me, ratings don't mean much. It's how they play in-game, and I've used Raheem Sterling, and I really do like him in-game, so I think this is a good move. Straight swap because he's worth 43.5 million, and hopefully could pull that off. That would be really good too. Save as much money as we can. Another thing we have to keep our eyes on is this thing that Petr Cech is going to leave. He told me at the end of last season when we were progressing to this season that he would like to leave the club, which means he's probably going to be getting offers and we'll probably have to bring in a new goalkeeper. I have a few in mind, so we'll just have to monitor and see what happens with Cech and where he goes and how much we get for him, and that'll probably be something that we'll keep our eyes on and we'll keep tabs on throughout this transfer window. So I thought I'd update you guys on that. Petr Cech is probably going to leave the club, which is unfortunate, but at the same time he's like 37, 38 years old, so it is time to bring a new goalkeeper in, and I have a few in mind that we'll take a look at a little bit later. Okay, Lyon have come back and said that they want 37.5 million added on to Benzema, a lot more than I thought they'd want. Especially considering that Lacazette, his base value is 53 million, but they want 103 million for him, which is incredible. So we'll work our way up to what they want, and we'll start it with 15 million plus Benzema, and hopefully it's not going to cost us 103 million all up. That would be just way too much for Lacazette, in my opinion. Manchester City have said that they want 30 million added on to Konoplyanka, which again, in my opinion, is a lot for Raheem Sterling. So we're going to work our way up, and we're going to meet them halfway. 15 million plus Konoplyanka. We're going to have to really watch out how much we spend because we want to bring in James Rodriguez as well, who's going to cost us a fortune. He's going to cost, it's not just going to be Ozil and a little bit of money. He's going to cost us a lot. So we're going to try and get as much, we're going to try and save as much money as we can by trying to get players cheaper than what they're asking for. So Raheem Sterling, 15 million plus Konoplyanka. The earlier we get these deals done, the better. Okay, Manchester City accepted the 15 million plus Konoplyanka deal. Very, very good that they accepted that deal straight off the bat. We didn't have to spend too much on Sterling. He's an important first-team player at City, so we'll just match his role. No need to tell him he's going to be a crucial first-team player, just in case. And at the same time, Lyon have accepted 15 million plus Benzema for Alexandre Lacazette. So I think we did pretty well on both these deals, to be honest. It could have costed us a lot more, especially for Lacazette, man. They were asking for a lot. So we're going to give him a crucial first-team player, and he's going to get a lot of money on his wages. My goodness, 325,000 a week. And we're going to sign him up as a crucial first-team player. Lacazette has accepted the offer, which means he will be joining Arsenal, and Benzema will be going back to France to Lyon, which I don't think that's too bad of a move for him, to be honest. Lyon aren't the worst team to go to. They can challenge for that league title in France, but Lacazette is joining Arsenal, finally moving to a big club at the age of 28, and we're going to see what he can do in the Premier League. I think he's going to be a really good signing. I hope you guys agree with this. He's got the pace, I think, which is very, very important in the Premier League, and I think he could be a very good signing for us. So I'm really excited to use Lacazette. And following him through the door is Raheem Sterling. He's joining as well, with Yevgen Konoplyanka going to Manchester City. Hopefully he doesn't come back to bite us in the arse and perform really well against us, but I doubt that. I really don't see that happening. I think we could contain Konoplyanka. But as you can see, we only have 33 million left with 204,000 in the remaining wage budget, so we just got to hope that we can get James Rodriguez with that amount. It's not going to be easy, but maybe we could sell a few players, and maybe we could bring some more money in, and yeah, James is going to cost us quite a bit, so this will be very, very interesting to see how it goes. Wow, PSG accepted 20 million plus Ozil. That is a lot cheaper than I thought we'd be able to get James Rodriguez. And I think he might have just turned 28 as well. Correct me if I'm wrong, but he was 27 before. My God, I'm so surprised we got James Rodriguez for so cheap. I mean, Ozil's about 50 million, 56 million. Add 20 million onto that. That's less than his base value we've just got him for. I can't believe that. There it is, James Rodriguez accepts the deal, and he is joining us, which means Mesut Ozil is joining PSG, which means we have 8 million left, which is not a lot of money at all. So we're gonna, nothing's happened with Petr Cech so far. We've got no offers, which means maybe he'll stay. I don't know, but James Rodriguez is a fantastic signing. I think that's gonna be huge. I can see him doing great things here. I can see him leading us to a Champions League trophy. He's my man. He's my main man right now, and it's great to have him in the team. All right, we have an offer here for Anwar El Ghazi to go on loan to SL Benfica. I think this is a fantastic move for El Ghazi. I think Benfica are a great team. He'll be fighting for some silverware. He'll be playing for a very good club. and I think he could start there as well. I think this is great for him. A couple more seasons, and I could genuinely see El Ghazi being our starting right winger. So if he just keeps at it, if he just keeps playing games for other clubs, or if he comes back from loan or whatever, if he's playing for us as a squad rotation player, I can see him being our starting right wing in a few seasons. So he's just got to keep it up, but I think this move to Benfica could do a lot for him. Okay, we have offers here. The first one is for Jack Wilshere from Everton, a team that I think he would be willing to join as long as Everton pay how much I want, and I'd be happy with 35 million for Jack Wilshere. Honestly, I'd rather have 35 million than have Jack Wilshere, because he's not going to be playing games, he's going to get upset, he's going to start moaning, and I just can't be bothered with it. I think Everton's a great move for Jack Wilshere. Okay, I think we're going to play this game against Spurs in this episode. It's just a Community Shield game, but it is a North London derby. Of course, Spurs are in it because they came second. We won the Premier League and the FA Cup, so just pick whoever was second, and that's who we're playing in the Community Shield. It is a glorified friendly in many ways, but a game against Spurs is a game against Spurs, and we're going to want to win it. Our record against Spurs, I think, is 2 wins and 1 draw in the 3 games that we've played them. So I'm ready to get into this, and hopefully we can pull out the result, especially with our new players. It'll be good to test them out. But we're going to make a few switches, so let's just take a look at the lineup before this Spurs game, and let's hopefully pull out the first win of the season. Okay, this is the lineup that I've gone for. Lacazette up front on his own with James Rodriguez behind him. Sterling on the left, Campbell on the right, Ramsey and Pjanic in midfield, Gibbs, Laporte, Davis and Bellerin as a back four with Petr Cech in between the sticks. However, I want to change the captaincy role. I don't know who to give it to be honest with you, because it's pretty difficult to pick someone here that's been long enough at the club to be captain. Ramsey's not really a starter, otherwise I'd probably give it to Ramsey. So I think our new captain for the season will be Joe Davis. He's only been here for a season, but he's an English lad and he's someone that's going to be playing every single game pretty much. I don't know if you guys agree with this decision. The other person I was thinking was maybe Campbell or Bellerin, because they've been at Arsenal for a long time, but I don't think either of them really fit the captain role, if I'm honest with you. Gibbs, I could give it to him, but he's not our starting left back. He's just playing this game ahead of Gaia. Again, same with Ramsey, not a starting player, so I can't really give him the captaincy. I think Davis is a very good pick. He's a centre-back, and he's an English lad, and I feel like it just suits him to be the captain for us this season. So let me know what you think of that decision. Would you have made the same decision, or would you make a different decision? But I'm going with Joe Davis. He's my skipper. I trust in him. And this is the lineup that we're going to go with going into this game against Spurs. Let's try and win the Community Shield. Good work from Sterling, stealing the ball back. Lays it off to James. James Rodriguez lays it off to Lacazette, who's got the run of Aaron Ramsey. Good bit of passing play here between the lads. Ramsey with a bit of fancy touching and finishes it. Aaron Ramsey, fantastic stuff after a good bit of passing. All 3 new signings were involved there. Sterling gave it to James, who gave it to Lacazette, who found Ramsey. Ramsey, bit of a heavy touch there, but he was able to save it and able to finish it. 1-0, and the team is playing very, very well straight off the kickoff. They've played very well, and I'm really happy with the 3 signings so far. They've just done the job so far. It's early days, so who knows what's going to happen, but all of them seem very confident on the ball and seem to fit into this system very well. So I'm so excited to just get into some more games with these guys. I'm really, really excited about this team. To step over this free kick, what's he going to do? He's going to loft that in. Oh, it's fallen to someone. What a save from Petr Cech. Even though I think it was Djordjevic was offside. What a save. Alright, we're going to give this to James Rodriguez, our new free kick taker. Pjanic, I don't think I scored 1 free kick with him all last season. James Rodriguez nearly scores his first from his first free kick. Good save from Sillerson, but great work from Rodriguez. I already like his run-up and his power already more than Pjanic, so it's going to be interesting to see if we can score some free kicks with him throughout the season. Going to lay it off to Campbell. Campbell now on his left. Burst of pace from Joel. What's Joel going to do? He's going to find Lacazette. Lacazette with a fake shot. Tuck that in on his left. What a hit from Alexandre Lacazette, going across goal, scoring his first goal for Arsenal in the Community Shield. Great run from Campbell, mate, with a burst of pace. Found Lacazette, who fake shots and puts it on his left. Good shot as well. Too much power. Sillerson's not getting to that. Great placement, great everything. Lacazette showing his worth in the first game that he's played. He's played pretty decently, to be fair, and his future looks bright here at Arsenal. Eric Lamela lays it off to Dele Alli. Ali back to Lamela. He had plenty of room to run into. Why didn't he run into it initially? Petr Cech with a good save, keeping the clean sheet. Oh my god. He just killed Sterling. Did you see the impact of that? Jesus Christ. I'm sorry, but I have to watch this again in slow motion. He completely... Oh my fucking goodness. He absolutely destroyed Sterling. Look at how Sterling lands. Look at this. On his head. Bang. Oh, no, okay, it's on his shoulder, but still, my God, that is dangerous. That is dangerous. It's alright, look, Sterling's still okay. He's going to lay it off to Aaron Ramsey, who's going to bang that one. Oh my God, Ramsey, that was close. And there it is, full time, 2-0 here in the Community Shield. A good win for the lads. I mean, it is a glorified preseason friendly sort of thing, but a game against Spurs, you always want to win as an Arsenal fan and as an Arsenal player. You always want to beat your rivals, and we've done so today with convincing fashion as well. 2-0. Really good performance from everybody. I thought the three debutants, Lacazette, James Rodriguez, and Sterling, I think all played very well. I think Lacazette probably played better out of the three, but I think they all had very solid games, and they're still not all very comfortable yet. Of course, it's going to take some time to gel and to get used to these players, but I think all of them played really, really well. So I'm really happy with this 2-0. Everton have accepted the 35 million price tag for Jack Wilshere. I think he will move to Everton. I have a feeling that he will move. I think they can pay his wages as well. This will be very interesting. 35 million is a good amount for Jack Wilshere. Right, despite some wheeling and dealing happening, we're going to have to end the episode here because our first game of the Premier League will happen in the next episode. We'll play this game against Manchester United, who have recently acquired Alexis Sanchez. You heard me right. Alexis Sanchez moved from Real Madrid to Manchester United after he moved from Arsenal to Real Madrid before we got here. And we're going to be facing him in the Premier League. As you can see, he moved from Real to United for 57.5 million. I'm very excited to play this game against Manchester United, one of the tougher teams in the league. It'll be good to test our players, so I'm very, very excited for that. And as I said earlier, if you guys enjoyed the episode, make sure you smash a like on the video. It's 200 likes. That's your goal. If you want the next episode tomorrow, if you want to see this game against Manchester United tomorrow, hit 200 likes, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, guys, and I hope you're having a good day. I'll see you in the next one very soon. Keep it real.